I welcome you today on this special Sunday. As I said at our introductory rite, that today is the 14th Sunday in ordinary time, and it is Sunday. Today is also the 9th of July, a special day for us, and I would like to wish each and every one of you a happy Independence Day. Today also is the day of rain, and we thank the Lord for having continuously blesses us. Although I said with this rain, we have a lot of people in this country who are suffering without shelter. In the UN camps, there are some dumped at the airport there who are supposed to be relocated to their homes, living in deplorable conditions. There are people who are still being displaced around Malakal area. I think our leaders are determined to displace everybody. I understand today there is no celebration because of the economic crisis, but it is not true. They would have sold one dababa and celebrate. You sell one tank and use the money. Take the tank to the black market. There are mujrimin in the world who will buy it. And use the money. You buy more tanks, you buy more bullets, you will have no independence. You will cancel it by your own self. It is now clear that you yourself, in the leadership of this country, you are not independent, because you are afraid to celebrate. And you can see the power of the words we have been telling you all the time, that guns cannot make you happy. There is no gun that will make you happy, and you are going to leave those guns, and time will come, as Prophet Isaiah is saying, that some of those will be turned into plowshares, and we will use them for agricultural purposes. This is a prophecy, and it is going to happen. This is now the second year in a row that our country, in a national way, are not able to celebrate the independence, which means they are not independent. They are not. For you it is better because you are independent. That is why when I say Happy Independence Day, you are able to clap. There is still some happiness in you. But those people there, they are not happy. They are in prison. They are suffering. And this is exactly what the readings of today are talking about. Once our reasoning has grasped the idea of God's almighty power, it will easily and without hesitation admit everything that the creed gives to us, that our faith gives to us. Any human beings, in the simple explanation, any human beings who believe in the power of God understands humanity. And that is the Spirit of God in this person, in this man, and in this woman. So the knowledge of God is very important. And you cannot get this knowledge of God if you are not humble. We are told the Spirit can only be received by the poor and the humble in heart. Pride makes you to waste resources. You will not be able to put your resources into a better use, because all the time you will be thinking of defending your pride. Defending your pride. A young country like ours should not have the armaments, the amount of armaments we have is not supposed to be at our standard. But because of the poverty of the mind, we end up having more guns and less food. More guns and less money. We had a lot of money in our banks before these crazy ideas of war came up, and all this money has been wasted because our leaders don't have the Spirit of God in them. They don't have, and they never think at all of humanity. That is why they go on destroying. My God, if you go to the social media, the way people are talking, it is very miserable. We have millions of people in the camps, yet we feel that we are all right. I told you here, if there is one woman, one child in South Sudan, wherever he is, wherever she is, in South Sudan, suffering, no peace. There is no way. A single child in Upper Nile, in Bahar Ghazal, in Abyei, wherever it is, in the territory of South Sudan, suffering, and calling on the name of God, there is no peace. Leave about these tanks, leave about the helicopter gunships. Now with helicopter gunships, Musi, you cancel the Independence Day. Why did you not celebrate? Maras. The Messiah himself is poor and humble. It is only such a person that can be on the side of the poor and the oppressed. Jesus was powerful, but because of humility, he humbled himself. Needless to say, over and over again, that in our day and in this situation we are in and we are going through, Jesus, poor as he was also rejected on top by his own people. The knowledge of God is very important. Material versus spiritual poverty. Poor because of oppression. Poor because of injustices imposed for the greedy few. In our case, they said, as long as I am, you should not be. This is the thinking of somebody who does not know God. As long as I am, you should not be. I am enough. The rest of the people, let them go to hell. And in this way, instead of thinking of development, or thinking of creating roads, thinking of making agricultural produce, thinking about building infrastructure, you think about buying weapons. Because of the poverty of the mind. And this poverty of the mind can only be enriched by somebody who fears God, who has the love of God in his heart.
Radio Bakita 91 FM.